Hi, everyone, and welcome to Angel Healing House. And welcome to Walk In Angel Ariel's Weekly Wisdom for this upcoming week of April 20th through April 26th, 2025. My name is Claire Candy Hoff, and my name is also Angel Ariel, as I had an angelic walk-in experience on January 11th of 2003, which I write about in my award-winning #1 Amazon international bestseller, I Am an Angelic Walk-In, the autobiography of Angel Ariel. I also like to mention that I Am an Angelic Walk-In is the sequel to my first Amazon #1 international novel, One True Home, Behind the Veil of Forgetfulness, and also to mention my first book, which is Angels of Faith. All of these books can be purchased on Amazon. Please do go to Amazon. And those two novels, I Am an Angelic Walk-In and One True Home, Behind the Veil of Forgetfulness, they can be purchased in ebook, and both of those are available as audiobooks on Audible. Now, I want to thank all of you who have liked and shared, subscribed to my Claire Candy Huff YouTube channel. And if you become a subscriber, you will get notification when I upload new videos. To find out more about my remarkable business, Angel Healing House, please do go to my website, which is angelhealinghouse.com. And that phone number is 831-277-3716. And all that information is in the description box down below. I'd also like to thank those people who have made donations for my free content. And if you would like to donate, I have left my PayPal link in the description box down below with all of my contact details. Now here on Walk In Angel Ariel's Weekly Wisdom, every week we do pull runes, and sometimes we pull tarot cards or oracle cards, but we always start off looking into the astrological heavens to see what planetary and celestial energies will be affecting us. And right off the bat, we are going to take a look back to see what energies are still affecting us from last week. And the big news is that full moon in the sign of Libra. You know, with its energies from last week of balancing, diplomacy, harmony, and beauty, it's continuing to not only help us to heal something, but also to bring about a possible breakthrough. And that full moon will be illuminating and revealing something that was long buried. Now, depending on individuals, this healing might be physical, mental, emotional, and or spiritual. Many in the collective are still healing childhood wounding and trauma, as many process things like abandonment, abuse, and neglect. When many of us were young, because we were not listened to and acknowledged, it did cause many of us to feel unheard. After a while, we stopped thinking that we were worthy and deserving to be listened to. So we stopped asking for what we desired. Not being able to express ourselves, we actually stopped feeling as if it was easier to shut ourselves down, make ourselves invisible. But as so often happens, we can't lie to our bodies as to how we're feeling. And the emotional hurt of not being able to express oneself often manifested as diseases in the body, like things like asthma, not being able to express ourselves. Now, there are many in the collective who were not supported when we spoke about seeing and hearing angels and fairies when we were little, and were told that we were not normal, and hopefully we would grow out of this abnormal behavior. With Libra being ruled by Venus, love and how we love is being greatly affected. Are we guarded? Do we guard our hearts? Are we afraid to make ourselves vulnerable so that we can love and let love in? And do we sabotage our relationships because we have been hurt by love in the past. All of these examples and many more were a compilation of third-dimensional programming. They were actually illusions that stuck to many of us. The posse of angels, my angelic family, who I am part of as Angel Ariel, we wish for us to know that we're not victims, as we contracted for people and events to be in our lives, and our hardships and our adversities were very important for us to learn lessons in contrast. In order to know what you do want, many times you have to experience what you don't want. But having evolved and having elevated in consciousness, we no longer need to keep operating from that old time frame. That Libra's full moon energy is helping us to find our wholeness, to find, respect, and honor that former part of ourselves, so that we can coexist with this new, evolved energy that we've become. Oh, one last thing. With this important Libra full moon is that it's brought in a sense of urgency for many to finally let bygones be bygones, especially with beating ourselves up, and finally putting to rest things with unconditional love and forgiveness. The posse of angels is reminding all of us that on the other side of this is a great sense of peace, joy, and opening wide to find renewed direction and purpose. Another look back into just a few days ago prompts the posse of angels to ask us, how did everyone go with the intense solar flares on the 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, and the 18th? They all packed a major, major punch for many. Now, these high-frequency energy solar storms were there to shake things up in the collective on every level. These energies are not only clearing the old, but they're fast-tracking the new to manifest for many of us. Doors will miraculously open for many. Delays will disappear that we have experienced on our projects, or perhaps on us discovering what our next direction will be. What once seemed impossible now will be arriving for many with ease and grace. No, you don't have to push, and you don't have to do anything or force. Many in the collective are now jumping into the perfect alignment to connect with their highest timeline of being of divine service. Now, also, the posse of angels have two reminders for us. One is that from April 13th through May the 4th, there are 0, count them, 0 planets in retrograde, which will allow many to shift forward years and years ahead in life. For many in the collective, their future will arrive bringing in good news and breakthroughs and destined manifestations, some miraculous, some magical, on the fulfillment of dreams, intentions, goals, and wishes. Oh, and the other reminder is that as of yesterday, April 18th, Venus retrograde has officially ended until the end of the year. In Venus-themed areas like love, money, beauty, and harmony, where things seem to either become stagnant or not working at all, many in the collective will now be working with Venus's forward-moving energies to perhaps drawing a beautiful love to yourself, or receive the destined blessings and gifts that were written for them in their finances, ironing out any disharmonies in their lives. As if by magic, many in the collective will find themselves in the right place, at the right time, with the perfect connections and circumstances, not only to move forward, but as we mentioned, but to fulfill wishes. Today, the 19th, as the sun bids a fond farewell to Aries, I am wishing a huge happy birthday month to my personal bull, Pete. He's a Taurus. And happy birthday out there to all Taurians as the sun moves into Taurus today. As the fiery Aries urgency of getting things done, very frenetic, and while that fades away, it's replaced by the very grounded, down-to-earth energy of Taurus and focusing on building a strong, stable foundation for our lives. Now, Taurus energy may seem like it's slow-moving, but make no mistake of the power of the focused energy underneath that will bring about tangible, physical, grounded manifestation to take shape. You know, with all the soul searching that we've been through and healing the past, that many have done in the first part of the year as we went from Capricorn season, starting in December, moving into January, and then which was the earth sign, and then we had Aquarius, the air sign, then we had Pisces, the water sign, and then we just finished Aries, the fire sign. We take all of that wisdom and knowledge that we learned during that time, and we have our second go around of earth energy with Taurus now. One can think of our bulls as slow, but having lived with a bull for almost 22 years, I like to think of them as deliberate, thorough, careful, and methodical. Their discipline and great patience bring tangible results. Now, the Taurus themes that many will be working with are money, security, health, and stability. And with the planet Venus now out of retrograde, this should be a boost to those themes because Taurus, like Libra, is ruled by Venus, the planet of beauty and harmony. You know, with Taurus being so grounded in the earth, it's the perfect time to get more acquainted with Mother Nature and really, really appreciate Mother Nature's beauty. Things to think about in Taurus season are, what do I want to nourish? What do I want to nurture, to blossom, and to grow in my life? Where in my life can I initiate more of a slow pace to experience more joy and more pleasure? How about this? How about imagining yourself as Ferdinand the Bull, taking time to lie in a soft blanket of lush green grass, surrounded by lilting beautiful birdsong and the joyful humming bees collecting nature as you close your eyes and you allow the soft, gentle breeze of Mother Nature to caress your skin and the sun to gently shine down and warm you. The Posse of Angels wish to share that there's a very, very different light emanating on the planet that's shining down on many of us now as we've approached the halfway mark of this month. April feels very different as many have completely left their former timelines and have just started to cross the bridge and enter into the timelines, into the new era of light. And I think, and I really do feel, that this happened at Taurus season, so we don't rush into anything. We take time to really enjoy the journey, and we take time to let it unfold gracefully, easily, and organically. Again, you don't have to push and you don't have to force anything because we know that we're working with Spirit now, and Spirit works in the realm of miracles, synchronicities, magic, serendipitous happenings, and the most extraordinary, unlimited possibilities for our dreams to come true. Now, for additional messages, we are going to this. We're going to The Enchanted Map by Colette Baron Reid. Love these cards, didn't use them for a long time, and have dusted them off recently. First card we're getting is Wide Open, 42, which is a number 6, is the number of balance and harmony after the rocky road of the 5. Now, all manners of opportunities can be offered to us now as we've surrendered and we have let go of those former limiting karmic programs. And I don't know if you can see there to her side is a butterfly Transformation is upon us now, and what we need to do is open our arms wide to receive. It's confirmation of us stepping into those timelines of our wishes being fulfilled. It's also the card of the nonconformist, the rebel inside many of us that doesn't wait. We don't wait for the permission of others to live out our dreams as we allow ourselves to fulfill the grand vision that we have for our lives. Now, to do this, it's imperative to wear life loose, like a loose garment, as we intuitively allow Spirit to provide the lift and the timing to be that wind beneath our wings to really show us direction. And look at her, she's elevated, looking up to the stars, opening her arms wide to receive from Spirit all the blessings and gifts that are her karmic due now. And it feels so wonderful to just let go and surrender to that. Next card that we have is number 7, Into the Unknown. I often say about number 7 is it's doing the work of the divine, and it is a lucky number. I was born on the 7th. And the card shows a woman completely blindfolded. It indicates that she can only advance by using her abilities other than her sight. Perhaps that little bird, I don't know if you can see it, little bird on the ledge, might be her intuition, might be Spirit whispering to her. It's arrived to be her guide to help her find her way. Perhaps the wind that is blowing those fluffy clouds in the sky will help her find her direction and help her navigate. But with the hands up, accompanied by the blindfold, it shows that she is open to receive, just like the arms wide open in our first card, open to receive help. And her successful outcome is assured with the rainbow of hope and fulfilled wishes behind her in the sky. As I said before, 7s are lucky. They're the number of doing the work on behalf of the divine. Upon stepping onto this very new bridge that will take us to our new timeline, we need to completely surrender any expectations, any attachments as to what our next step will be. We fully allow Spirit, full sway and play to bring us all that we need on the path of our new timeline. Love those 2 cards. Next card that's coming out for us is number 36, number 9, which is the card of commitment. Now, this card is assuring us that by being figuratively blindfolded, not knowing what comes next in our lives, many of us have made a greater commitment to allow Spirit to take the wheel to direct our lives. Now, this is why I created the quote, "Let go of the steering wheel of life so that God and the angels can steer you to all the miracles." The commitment could be that we are recognizing ourselves to be true to our dreams and not to compromise and settle for less that our heart so richly desires. Or for many, this will mean that with our recent recalibration to encompass higher light frequencies, we'll be drawing to ourselves those people who are also of higher light frequency that will partner and collaborate with us. This could mean romantically, but for many, this is partnering with others to collaborate on projects, on systems and structures of light-filled endeavors, for us to utilize our creative passions and to be recognized and remunerated for our skills, our talents, and our gifts. Beautiful that this one should come after not only the wide open, but also into the unknown. Committed to ourselves, committed to our dreams, committed to surrendering to how to be of best divine service. Next card that's coming out for us, oh, look at this one, is Riding the Wave. Yes, number 5 is the number of change, and the dolphins show us here that excited, playful, fun-loving, intuitive side of our nature that wishes to just be and engage with life. After such a very long time of the tsunami of waters of life pulling further and further and further out to sea. Now, this was certainly the first part of the year so far because of all the exceptional amount of retrogrades just kept pulling us back and pulling us back and pulling us back to the past to make sure that we healed and cleared and cleansed so much. After all that time, many in the collective are experiencing opportunities and offers and connections finally rushing in and manifesting into our lives. Now, the Posse of Angels is reminding us not to get stressed out, but to ride the waves of success, new undertakings with enthusiasm. And that same God source create power that fashioned and gave us these opportunities will also be there to show us how to walk our new path. And if much seems to be coming in at once for you, Spirit will also show you and whisper to your intuition how to prioritize now and just ride those waves. Be like the dolphins and smile. Next, the card coming out for us is our magic prayer. This is another 5, another confirmation of change coming in, and our prayers will be answered. And the Posse of Angels wishes to remind all of us that in order not to get in the way of how, in what way, or when those prayers manifest, it's best to say to God's Source Creator, I will, to will, your divine will. In this way, we get out of our egos and our limited expectations as we allow Spirit to do their magic as they work in the realms of the unlimited potential and those unlimited possibilities. Love that. Once again, her face is turned upward, like she's looking to the heavens and just connecting with Spirit, who will be our greatest compass in the days, the weeks, and the months ahead. Our final card from this deck is Talisman. It's a number 4. In this Taurus month of stability, security, creating a strong foundation, Talisman is a good luck charm. The Posse of Angels wish to remind us all that it's our wisdom that will be our lucky charm, that we've garnered along our challenging former hero's journey that many of us have been on. And it'll help us enormously to recognize possible tricks, traps, and things to avoid along the path of our new journey. Posse of Angels are saying you don't have to worry because your intuition will tell you where to step. We've learned so much to recognize those that have our best interest at heart, those that don't, and the best paths to take for our highest good and the greatest good of all concerned. Knowing that right choices to make and great prosperity and your success is assured by not compromising and settling for your heart's desires. Beautiful, beautiful cards. Next, let's go to our 2 bunny decks. I have 2 bunny decks here in honor of Easter. We have the Rabbit Tarot, and then I'll pull 5 of those cards, and then to clarify, we have, he's standing on his head, is Luna, Moon, Lapin, in French, rabbit. Luna Lapin Tarot, to clarify that. So I chose 5 and 5 cards, and let's see what comes out for us. Okay. First card. Look at that, buddy. It is a 10. And these daisies in this deck are the Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. This is not only the highest abundance card that there is. Yes, it could be finances, but you can have an abundance of health. And especially as we go into Venus-led Taurus season, it's the season of bettering our finances, love, our harmony, Connection to Mother Nature. Look how this bunny is lying down next to the tree and the soft grass with those beautiful flowers and the stars, as we mentioned before, is really, really grounding yourself in Mother Nature, knowing that you are no less than the moon, the stars, the sun, the plants, the animals, and that you're working in conjunction with all these beautiful energies. The Ten of Pentacles is also the Happy Family card. This does tell me that many will be drawing to themselves a family of like-minded people, those in our soul tribe who we're going to be collaborating, connecting with, and yes, could be also happy families in romantic ways as well. And really, with Venus going forward, it just makes all of our relationships more smooth sailing and easygoing, I guess, easier for us. Not so much tension there. So beautiful card to start off with in the Rabbit Tarot. And to clarify, well, how about that? How about that? We have the Ace of Pentacles. So we have a new beginning around that happy family, a new beginning around our finances, a new beginning around that feeling of wealth and abundance for so many that we have been hoping and praying for. And the aces are like a breakthrough. Well, they are going through that new gate. You see that new gate there, that opening there, and it's divine. This bunny has wings. It's an angel bunny, and it's divinely given to us, this new breakthrough in our abundance and our prosperity and wealth. So beautiful, 2 cards to start off this week. But not only this week, they're saying, yes, this will start to build as we cross that bridge into the new era and will become more tangible the more we get into this very grounded Taurus season that we're going into. Next card is following the Ten of Pentacles is the Six of Carrots. In this deck, it is the Six of Swords. This is definitely moving on to calmer waters, more harmony, more balance, seeing more beauty in our lives, allowing ourselves to slow down and find the pleasure, things being presented to us that will show us that our lives are going into calmer waters. And the clarifier for that is the Wheel of Fortune. This going into smoother, calmer waters of the Six of Swords is because many of us are going to be stepping into our destined new path of service. And this bunny is standing on top of that Wheel of Fortune, turning in our favor when it comes to harmonizing our lives and things flowing much more smoothly for us. Next card that's coming out for us is the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is the queen of clarity, mental clarity. She's the queen of not letting her emotions get in the way. The Queen of Swords is often seen as an authority in her field, as she's able to make very analytical, very intellectual decisions. Doesn't, as I said, doesn't let emotions get in her way. But that clarifier that we are having is the Three of Pentacles, and that tells me the Three of Pentacles is those groups, those communities, those groups and communities, or those organizations, that's the word, organizations that seek out the Queen of Swords as an authority in her field to work with because they like her skills, her abilities, and her gifts and talents, and want to collaborate and to connect with her so that they can utilize her skills and she can be remunerated for them. This is the soul tribe that I was speaking about, that now that we've cleared so much, we are in the highest elevated and evolved resonance in order to draw that soul tribe of the Three of Pentacles for ourselves or to ourselves. Next card that's coming out for us is the Two of Cups. This is the partnership card. The tulips in this card are cups, and this is the card of harmony. It's the card of diplomacy. It's the card of partnering. Yes, could be romantic, and for many it will be in the area of their jobs and their careers, showing them where to now, giving them the compass they need to take that direction. They're saying that many in the collective, in the evolved collective, will be shown new locations to move to, new parts of a city, of a state, of a town, of the world, where they can best be utilized in service to the divine. And it's a beautiful card of partnership, which is clarified by the Six of Wands. Look at this card. Oh my gosh. That bunny has a laurel wreath on his head. He is being lauded by people. It's the card of triumph. It's the card of victory. Now, once again, this is mirroring the Queen of Swords, who is often seen as an authority in her field. And this is the Two of Cups, harmonizing and partnering with people who know your true value and want to reward or promote your skills and talents and your abilities. So beautiful cards there. Then, lastly, what a card to end with. It is the Magician. It's the month of magic. Magical April coming up as we then move more into May. We are the Magician now, and we realize that we, with our energies, are creating our realities. And what do we have is the Ten of Cups. The Magician and the Ten of, clarified by the Ten of Cups. I often say the Ten of Cups is the sunshine, lollipops, and roses card. Look at those two bunnies, loving each other, loving life, knowing that they magically work together, collaborated, and connected to create a magical life. Look under the deck and see what we have. The Rabbit Tarot. Well, what else should we have but a breakthrough? This is, the carrots are the swords. It's the Ace of Swords, which in tarot is the breakthrough card. It's the victory card. Not only did we get victory in the Six of Wands, but we got victory. We got a breakthrough in our victory. And underneath our Luna Lapin is the sun. This is about the third or fourth card that we've had with the bunny just looking up to spirit, looking up and just illuminating and being radiated by life. Beautiful. Shining, beautiful sunflowers behind this bunny, and just being in such awe and wonder of where you've come. Now, something new to end today is Earth Angels. Amanda Clark, along with the Enchanted Map, I unearthed these cards, and I chose these three to end with today. We have another bunny. It's the season of bunnies. And this one is abundance. Good things will be coming your way, allowing you to see the beauty that surrounds you. Be Ferdinand this month. Lie in the grass and just feel the joy and the pleasure of you. Enjoy every moment as you are filled by the smallest gifts of nature. You already have abundance. Maybe you need to shift your view in order to see it. Treasure this and keep it close to your heart. Look at those butterflies, more butterflies in our cards of transformation. So that's abundance came out. Then we have synchronicity. What I say before about this is the season of magic and miracles and serendipity and synchronicity, all of those unlimited possibilities. All we have to do is open our arms wide. Open your arms wide to receive them. New people will cross your path. Prepare for a new adventure. Watch for signs and signals that will guide you. Coincidences, which are not coincidences, will light your way, bringing hope and bringing fun. Your journey is meant to happen. Open wide and try not to resist it. You can say to the universe, I'm ready for an adventure to lighten my days, just like the sun lightens our days. Third card is free spirit. Look at that deer. And its message is doors will open for you now. With goals in sight, don't let anything hold you back. Fears and uncertainties will subside and give you simplicity. And you'll move forward with confidence to reach every single goal. Wishes will be granted. And I can't think of a better card to end with than wishes being granted. I hope that's been helpful for you today. Remember that Walk In Angel Ariel's Weekly Wisdom airs every week on Saturdays. And please do recommend and tell everyone about the channel for if they need some inspiration and motivation as we step onto that new timeline going into the end of April and into May. It's a very, very exciting time for so many of us. Go out, everyone, and of course, fashion an absolutely beautiful life for yourself. And if you want to find out more about my remarkable healing practice, Angel Healing House, please go to my website, which is angelhealinghouse.com. I'm wishing you love and, as always, angel blessings. And I do look so forward to speaking with you again next week. Take care, everyone. Bye.